You come in as a rookie and like you said, like you're trying to figure out a new environment, new teammates. Like you don't want to say too much, you don't want to say too little, and it's just...
What if Caitlin Clark's toughest challenge wasn't breaking records on the court, but building connections in the locker room? Her greatest achievement was uniting teammates, balancing leadership, and finding ways to stand out without overshadowing others in her rookie season.
It's crazy, like looking back at a year ago today or around this time, like I was just beginning my senior year of college. And obviously, you know, people knew who we were and people attended our games, but it's obviously not on the magnitude that it is now.
Yeah.
So like life just changes fast, but that's what makes it fun and cool. And, you know, quickly started a new chapter of my life too, like moving here to Indianapolis.
In a candid podcast interview, Caitlin Clark opened up about the challenges she faced during her rookie year, sharing personal insights on how she adapted to her new environment. She praised her teammates, including sophomore Aaliyah Boston, best friend Lexi Hull, and veterans like Kelsey Mitchell and Erica Wheeler.
Clark revealed how these relationships shaped her experience, highlighting the support and mentorship she received. Her unfiltered reflections offer a deeper understanding of the Indiana Fever's dynamic team chemistry.
It was just a crazy year because you go all the way up to the national championship game and then you're playing right away.
Yeah.
You know, one of my coaches early on in my career said, you know, your rookie year is always so hard because you're in a new city, you're in a new place, you're with a new team, new coaches. There's so much that's not part of the routine that you're so used to. And you had that as like magnified.
Imagine Caitlin Clark, the college superstar, stepping onto the WNBA court for the first time with immense expectations. Yet her biggest challenge wasn't performance, but finding her place on the team, as she revealed in the New Heights podcast.
Like in my scenario, and obviously you guys too, like you're already highly thought of. Like people are turning to you to like be something or be someone. So it's hard. Like you're trying to get your feet wet, but also not do too much. And I think that's kind of what I struggled in early on is like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how they're going to react.
The intense pressure left Caitlin Clark feeling torn between taking charge or blending in with her new teammates, struggling mentally. Her fame added to the challenge. Yet amid the chaos, Clark discovered the fast-paced WNBA life kept her grounded and focused on her growth. Clip 5. Her supportive teammates became her anchor during this challenging transition.
I think it was good a little bit too. Like you don't have time to overthink things. Like it's just like boom, 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 boom. Yeah, like you're just on to the next. But at the same time, like you don't like. I feel like I never really ended the chapter of college. Like it was just like you and left. But maybe that's good. You don't have a lot of time to think about it. So I think that's definitely the weirdest part of, you know, women's professional basketball and obviously college basketball too. It's just that change, but that's kind of how it has to be too. So,
in a candid moment, Caitlin Clark confessed she never fully closed her
Not knowing you nailed it.
But also, like, I had a lot of really good vets around me too. So I feel very grateful for that. And we had a fairly young team too. So like people had been through it fairly recently, so they knew how I felt. But like, I feel like that definitely is a huge challenge. And that goes for whatever professional sport. Like you're trying to learn, but also people are looking at you like, you got to perform and like be what they drafted you to be, and that can be tough.
College chapter, feeling as if she had abruptly left. However, she noted the quick transition left little time for overthinking. This honesty revealed how sudden and challenging the leap to professional basketball can be, even for stars. Clip 7. Caitlin Clark's key on-court ally is Aaliyah Boston.
You mentioned the vets, and I think, you know, for me at least, there was a lot. Some vets were incredible. Some of the vets, obviously, you're competing for jobs, so there's a little bit there, but you lean so much as a young player on your vets, and you lean so much from like, even just like in Philly, there's so many great players that played for the Eagles that like Harold Carmichael, who was a legendary Philadelphia Eagle, was like always around and willing to lend advice or anything. Did you have many former players or current players like reach out to you that really helped you in transitioning into the
Kelsey Mitchell and Lexi Hull aren't just names on the roster. They are the heart of the Indiana Fever, dubbed the Fab Four. Though their chemistry now seems seamless, the journey wasn't always smooth. One of these stars faced early struggles but remained committed to building a strong bond with Clark, emphasizing teamwork and mutual growth throughout the season. Clip 8. Lexi Hull faced early season frustrations, working tirelessly in the gym despite limited playing time and results not reflecting her effort. However, after the Olympic break, everything changed. She found her rhythm and excelled. Caitlin Clark deeply admires Hull's defensive intensity and selfless contribution to the team's success. Clip 9. During Caitlin Clark's first practice with Aaliyah Boston, a miscommunication nearly led to disaster. However, it instead sparked the beginning of a special connection. Clark and Boston developed a poetic chemistry, particularly in their pick-and-roll plays, where trust and understanding elevated their on-court partnership.
Obviously, Lexi's been tremendous, especially on the defensive end. She just brings a spark and a tenacity about her that, maybe we weren't always getting on the defensive end, and she's just willing to do whatever it takes for this team, and it's helped our defense improve a lot. So I think offensively and defensively, we've taken a step forward, and, that's kind of what the coaches challenged us in going into that break.
The secret behind Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston's incredible chemistry isn't just talent, it's built on repetition and trust. In the first 13 games, Clark had only 17 assists to Boston, but that number soared to 54 in the next 14 games, showcasing their deepening connection. Their bond, highlighted by their famous pre-game affirmations, reflects growing mutual understanding.
Also knows where Caitlin's going to be.
Caitlin and Aaliyah have almost a poetic pick and roll action going all the time. Caitlin can already find her teammates, but just the fluidity between her and Aaliyah, it's like they're on a different wavelength now.
The secret behind Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston's incredible chemistry isn't just talent, it's built on repetition and trust. In the first 13 games, Clark had only 17 assists to Boston, but that number soared to 54 in the next 14 games, showcasing their deepening connection. Their bond, highlighted by their famous pre-game affirmations, reflects growing mutual.
I think AB is always somebody that's going to have her teammates back, whether it's myself or whether it's anybody on the team. She just wants the best for every single person. She's such a positive light in our locker room. She's a great voice. She's always there whether things are great or whether things aren't as great. She's just a very consistent person in our locker room. She's been somebody that's been really helpful throughout my rookie year, obviously having gone through it just a year ago, and I think you can tell our chemistry is really coming along, and a lot of that has just been developed through games. So the more practice that we get together, only the better it's going to get, but I'm really thankful for her.
Shifting focus to Kelsey Mitchell, her initial reaction to Caitlin Clark's arrival was unexpected. Early on, Mitchell played isolation basketball, rarely passing to Clark. However, after the Olympic break, their relationship transformed. They bonded, shared personal goals, and developed a strong connection, ultimately becoming one of the most dynamic backcourt duos in the WNBA.
What's up, friend? I just want to say congratulations on the award, man. You deserve it. You've changed the world in so many ways. You've done it with so much grace, and I'm so happy to take the floor with you to be a part of this experience. I want to tell you to give yourself some grace, kid. You've done a lot of things that not a lot of people can do, and from me to you, I'm always gonna be a fan. I'm always gonna be in your corner. I'm always gonna be back.
Clark consistently praised Mitchell, emphasizing that they're more than just teammates. They've become a powerful, unstoppable duo.
I think it's pretty similar on and off the floor. She's just been a voice that's been there. She's been through this league for 7 years now. She knows what to expect. She knows how things are gonna go. And I think more than anything, we are just starting to understand each other much better. We could just make eye contact, and she knows to go back door. She knows to come to get the ball. That just comes with playing with one another. So it's been a lot of fun for me. She's playing so well right now, just as good as anybody in this league. So I feel very lucky and fortunate to have her.
As the season progressed, the Fab Four, Clark, Boston, Mitchell, and Hull, developed remarkable chemistry, growing into a cohesive force rather than just individual stars. Clark's influence extended far beyond points and assists as she became the emotional core of the Indiana Fever. No longer just a rookie, she emerged as a unifying catalyst, helping the team overcome early struggles and break records together. But the impact didn't stop with the starting lineup. Veteran players like Tammy Fagbenley, Erica Wheeler, and Grace Berger played crucial roles behind the scenes. Their mentorship and guidance, especially Wheeler's supportive, big sister presence, gave Clark the confidence and wisdom she needed during her rookie season. Together, this blend of rising stars and seasoned mentors transformed the Fever into a close-knit family ready to make WNBA.
I just wanted to get ahead of it because I know this transition is tough. Just being undrafted and being a rookie, it's very unlikely that a vet, just take you in when you got the same position. And I think oftentimes people forget that I'm a great person before a basketball player. So for me as a big sister, I'm just like, I'm gonna take this first step first to just let her know, like, we here, we got you, whatever you need from me as your vet, and even you're in the same position, I got you. And she's just been doing a great job with just accepting it and receiving it from me. Because as you know, she's one of the biggest players in the world right now, and she don't act like that. She's just like, help me, in any way you can. It's definitely in a sweet.
Erica Wheeler became Clark's rock, offering unwavering support and mentorship, which Clark deeply appreciated, vowing never to take it for granted. Their bond extended beyond the court, with moments of laughter and genuine connection, helping transform the team into a family. Though Bentley is no longer on the team, her impact on Clark remains significant, as she stood by her side through the highs and lows of rookie life, leaving a lasting.
Figure it out, She's a smart player, I'm a smart player. When the play is open, you're gonna pass the ball. So, and I'm always sprinting on the floor. And she's a great passer, but she's always gonna pass it if I'm open. I know that. No, it's really amazing because we haven't had many practices together, but the connection is just there. I feel like I know. I'm getting a better sense of what she's about and what she's gonna do. And so I just try and get into the right positions and try to make something work.
Grace Berger and Caitlin Clark's friendship began as fierce college rivals in the Big, often competing against each other. However, they quickly set aside their competitive past after joining the Fever, forming a powerful partnership. Though Berger admitted there was initial awkwardness, their shared drive to win united them, strengthening their bond and focus on team.
Grace was a state champion in high school for golf. Have you played with them?
Grace was?
Yeah.
What?
Have you played with anyone? Yeah, I think
Grace! You were a state champion golfer? Why did you hide that from me? She was on the team, they didn't. Apparently.
Have you played with anyone on this team yet?
Honestly, I haven't.
Caitlin Clark's rookie year went beyond breaking records. It was about building meaningful friendships and connections. The advice, support, and shared laughter with her teammates shaped her first season in unexpected ways. Reflecting on her journey, Clark emphasized that these bonds with veteran teammates left the deepest impact. Her mindset isn't just about scoring or achieving milestones. It's about creating a family on and off the court. As she shared, relationships drive my most cherished memories.
I think the thing about leadership is like how you approach every single person is going to be completely different. And I think the thing that's helped me be successful throughout my career has been the relationships that I've been able to build with people. And every single person you have to approach differently because they come from a different background, they come from a different place. Somebody can be a little more tenderhearted, and for me, I'm probably want to be screamed at. Like, it's just everybody's a little bit different. So I think that's what's unique about leadership and being able to understand people, but that takes time, and building relationships is really.
Caitlin Clark brings a fresh approach to team dynamics, prioritizing support and empowerment by helping her teammates score and build confidence. She believes true leadership means inspiring others to reach their full potential. Clark envisions big success for the Fever, even a championship, emphasizing trust and teamwork. Excited for her second year, she eagerly anticipates a full training camp to strengthen connections, understand her teammates' styles, and continue pushing for.
I think I'm very real with myself too. Like, I know when I maybe haven't done my best in something, and I'm going to be the first person to look in the mirror and know what I need to get better at. And so I think those two things, that's what, helps me be the best is, I can be very honest and real with myself. And I think at times that's what, definitely the younger generation struggles with, is they always want to point fingers, but, you always got to look at yourself first and see how you can improve. So, I think that I just want to be better.
Caitlin Clark's time with the Fever is about building lasting success. Her rookie season was just the beginning, with next year promising even greater leadership growth. Expect Clark to make waves both on and off the court as the Fever set their sights on championship aspirations in year 2.